Okay kids, welcome back to the shop. Today we're going to do a quick video on threads. I know it's another boring thread video. This is basic stuff that we need to know as homeowners to get things done. So we're going to just cover coarse threads, fine threads. It's as simple as that. We're going to do metric and imperial. And one of the first ways to identify what kind of thread you have, this is a quick and dirty. You can see on here it has different sizes. The top is the millimeter and the bottom's the imperial. And so in this case we can take this and so it's 7/16. We're going to say that's 7/16, right? And we can put this here, and I'm going to say that's it's 2.5 inches, so we're close. Now here, this is what gets a little confusing. On the back, and I don't know if you guys can see this, is there's a bunch of raised lines, and what you have to do is you have to try to match the threads up to the raised lines. This side is imperial, this side's metric. So I'm guessing here 11. Like I said, this thing's really hard to read. That doesn't seem right. But anyhow, that's one way to do it. The other way to do it would be if you have a thread gauge, like this comes in a tap and die set, and then you would do the same thing. We already know that it was, what did we say it was? It was 7/16, and we could try to figure out what the pitch is. And there's little tiny numbers on here, and I thought we said 13 on the other one, and that doesn't match. Here, 14. So it's 14. So it's 7/16, 14 threads per inch. So what that means is for every inch there's 14 threads. Now another way to do it is I have this thing, and the black is metric and the chrome is standard. And this is similar to what's in Home Depot. So what we could do is we could take the nut, or we could take our bolt, since we're doing that, and you just go along and you figure out where it threads in. It should be threading in this one. We said 7/16, 14. There it goes. It threads in, and then written on here, I'm sure you guys can't see it, it says 7/16, 14. Now we know what that is. Now here's the thing with the bolt. You can, this isn't a 7/16, but what you do is on the end of this gauge, it has sizes. So here, 3/8. So this thing should be 3/8 coarse, and the reason it's coarse because it didn't go all the way down. I think somewhere on here it explains how that works. So let's look at it again. 3/8 right here. But let's just go along. Okay. 3/8, 16 threads per inch. There we go. So here's a good example. I have this container of nuts and bolts. I don't know what they are. I think they're metric, but I'm not sure. So what I can do is I can take this thing and we can check it. Remember, the black is metric. So it's an M8 1.25. So that means it's M8. So that should be the diameter, right? And it should be 1.25 threads per millimeter. Same way. So that's just a quick and dirty way of figuring out what the threads per inch are. Now you have some general knowledge, so the next time you remove a bolt and you can't figure out what's, what size is what, you can always, like I said, pick up this little gauge. These things are cheap. This thing was cheap on Amazon. I forget how much it was. I mean, it was cheap. This comes in the tap and die set, and I'm sure you can buy these separate. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.